I believe this belongs to you. Correct me if I'm wrong. What Chicken Guns over here. Welcome back to another Lego custom figure review. Well, not really custom. That last figure wasn't really custom. The last figure right here was the damaged or rusty Ekimu, or like old Ekimu. But now we're going to see what Ekimu looks like. In my version, what he looked like if he was ever powered up by the mask of creation, or more intently, his mask. So the pieces you'll need to turn him back to his like true form are like from this form is his other armor piece, 2 5 long golden pieces, they're like length 5. You're gonna need 2 of the small gold pieces right here. These small gold armor pieces. Like 2012, like Series 4 breakout Rock's chest plate. You're gonna need 3 of these small ball and socket connections. You're going to need a I believe this is like a 10 long axle piece, or correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not quite sure. You're gonna need a friction adder, a blue half pin, half axle piece. One of these pieces, I'm not sure the name, but you put an axle in there. You see? You put an axle through there. You need a trans blue see-through of one of these pieces. You'll need his other foot, and of course, the mask of creation. With all this being said, let's get to work. So the first thing you're going to want to do is take off his temporary mask. Take off his shield. But the pieces that you're gonna need to take off. You're gonna need to take off his legs and arms. Ugh. This might take a little while, but once you get everything off, then you can set them off to the side. Sorry if it's taking a bit long, but these are hard to get off. Those. Ugh. So we'll get to his limbs later. So he's now just a body right now. We're going to put his body to the side. We're going to focus more on the limbs right now. So the first thing you're going to want to do is take this arm, his right arm, his hammer. Remove the hammer. Remove this small ball and socket piece, this one. You're going to remove that on all of the limbs of Ekimu. There's 3, and finally there's 4. So right now we're focusing on these 2 pieces. As you can see, if I take this off, there's a 3 long right there. Take that off. There's a 4 long right here. Take that off. Replace that piece. Oh, with a 3 long. I'm sorry, my back is like really stressing me out. So this is going to be a shield holding hand first. So what we're going to do is we're going to take another one of these pieces, like the extra one, like that. Before you do that, you want to add a friction adder in between them. Put them on that one. Attach it like that. Then you're going to want to take Rocka's chest plate. Sorry if you can't see well. You put it on like that, and now this is elbow joint. That's the shield right there. You can move it around like that. It does limit his maneuverability, but I think it's worth it. Now you attach it back onto his left arm. So basically, if he was standing right up, he'd be like that. He's gonna be a bit taller now. Now for his, now to extend his hammer. Well, first we'll extend the hammer later. Right now we'll do the same to the other hand. But this time we'll get a normal piece like that. Take one of his translucent blue small pieces, so he's look like that. Do the same thing that you did with his armor piece. Replace it with the 4 on the leg. Or is this a 4? I'm not sure if this is a 4 or not. Yeah. So it looks like that now. This is his hammer holding arm. So to extend his hammer, we'll move these to the side. To extend his hammer, you take his right arm. So these are the 2 pieces that you had before. Remember how I said this adds a little bit extra detail in the last one? That's actually going to attach to this and extend the hammer. But that's not all. You're not just going to make the hammer longer. You're going to add some armor pieces onto it as well. Remember this piece? That's going to be added on. So you're going to want to take these 2 pieces, the axle and this black piece. So you're going to do, you're going to see there's a little pinhole. Can't see it well, but there's a pinhole right there. I want to stick it in there. And then extend this out. Make sure it's like the long part is sticking out right there. Then you put the axle, then you put the red axle from before in there. You put it on like that. Then you attach the hammer like this. So that's the top of the hammer. And this 10 long, bottom of the hammer. So here's the hammer now. It does look a bit weird right now, but when I attach it to the arm, and when I attach it to him, there's the hammer now. Alright. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a size comparison. Well, I'm just going to do a size comparison to, like, only 2 now for this one. Maybe. I don't know. And now for his feet, you get, for his feet, for his legs, you just give him his 2 legs back, his 2 same legs back. But then you add the 2 of these gray pieces on, so his legs are longer as well. Then what you do with his legs, you take those 5 long pieces, those 5 long armor add-on pieces, and 2, now there's like 4 of these tiny gold pieces, because 2 came off of his arms. And those 2 will be used later. So you put 2 of these on the side of them. It's not the best coverage, but if you have bigger ones, I suggest you use those, but you flip them around. So now you attach these to his legs. Like that. So if I could stand him upright. He's not done yet. You can see he does still have a thin chest piece right here. You could solve that, but they used to be blue. And now, they're going to change to golden right there. And last but not least, take his mask of creation. Place it on his head. If I can get him into a good position right here. If I can stand him upright. There is Ekimu, powered up by the Mask of Creation. Look at him, he does have a lot more of golden armor pieces. He is significantly larger than any of the protectors now. And that's what I like. Ekimu shouldn't be the same size of a protector, but he shouldn't be as tall as a Toa either. And he's still slightly smaller than Pohatu. That's for sure, because he has a small body, and Pohatu has the large torso. If you don't know who Pohatu is, he's the Master of Stone. But now on to the 2 comparisons. If I can get him back up, I'll take the 2 bionicle figures down that I want to compare him to. So standing up straight, here is the new Mask of Creation Ekimu. Next to Tahu, on the right, the Master of Fire. That's 2015 set. And on the left, there's 2016 Uniter of Jungle, Liwa. Sorry if the camera's a bit shaky. Move these little pieces to the side. So that should give you a decent comparison of how big Ekimu is. He isn't that much bigger, but he doesn't look that much bigger because he's leaning back a little. Let me have him stand straight up. There he is. I'm holding onto the tip of his mask, but he's leaning back a little bit, which makes him not as tall as I want him to be. Like, it's just perspective of the video, or perspective of the camera. I don't know. And either way, he does look a little bit shorter than he really is. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hopefully we can hit 100 views in this video, and as always, this has been Ground Zero. I will talk to you all later. I'll see you in the next custom character.